Welcome back to Carneades.org. Today we are going to be doing a video that's been requested by a number of people on the channel. It is a video called Debunking Atheist Dogma. It's important to note that this is not going to be a video that's going to kind of debunk all of atheism and show that atheism is false in some way. I am an atheist, at least in the sense of being a skeptical atheist, that I lack the belief in God. Being a skeptic, I lack any belief. So we're not going to be getting rid of all of atheism. Rather, what we're going to be doing is taking a look at some atheist arguments that are out there that aren't essential to atheism, but that a lot of atheists put forward in arguing with theists that are just fallacious, problematic, or basically wrong or incorrect, that you should stop using, in the idea of furthering our abilities to be rational and reasoning and critique even our own logic and reasoning. The next series of videos, that's what I'm going to be doing. So like I said, when I'm talking about atheist dogma, I'm talking about fallacious or incorrect arguments that are presented by atheists that aren't necessarily essential to atheism, but are problematic and are just not good arguments to use. These aren't going to be objections to atheism as a position, simply a debunking of poor arguments. We've been doing a lot on bad theistic arguments. I think it's high time we did some on bad atheist arguments. So the first one is that reason and faith are contradictory. I'm not going to get into these arguments in this video or the problems with them. I'm going to do that in the next series of videos. But basically, this is a problem because, in fact, reason, logic, math, and science are in some way based in faith. We need faith to begin our process of reasoning. It gets back down to the problem of criterion. Check out the video if you're interested. Next one, mistakes in religious texts somehow imply atheism. This is important because, in fact, many theists don't subscribe to the exact claims found in Scripture, and many theists are of different opinions or have their own conception of what their beliefs look like that's different from Scripture. So, while there are some theists out there who will go back to Scripture every single time and say it's exactly what you should do and what you should believe, a lot of theists out there aren't going to go down that route. So this isn't going to be an objection that works for all theists. And finally, the claim that science disproves God. First of all, science is unable to prove anything with certainty. And second, there's a lot of versions of God that science doesn't even conflict with. We'll take a look at those in that video. Stay tuned for the rest of this series. I'll leave you with a quote from Bertrand Russell. "The fundamental cause of the trouble is that in the modern world the stupid are cocksure, while the intelligent are full of doubt." Watch this video and more at Carneades.org, and stay skeptical, everybody.